To be a better writer, you have to learn how to read like a writer. So, being able to read a text, analyze it, and identify what the writer did or didn't do well, what the setting did, and how it worked into the whole story, how the character development worked, the tenses, the tone, the style, the grammar, just all of the little in between things, the sentence length, the chapter length, all of that. What are the elements that make this book great? Being able to figure that out. But I'm going to take it a step further, and I will say, in addition to reading like a writer, I want you to reread books you've read already. I've found when I reread stories, whether it be 3 months later, a year later, 2 years later, there are always things that I'm able to find because when a story is new and fresh, it's a little harder to find the in betweens of it. But when you've already read it and you already know what you're looking for, you can find where something was being foreshadowed. You can find where the character arc actually came together because you're not as focused on the actual story points and you're just able to really focus on how it's being done. And this way, you can still enjoy the story. So maybe the first time around, you just do like a light analyzing of it. Then the second time around, actually sit down and deeply invest yourself in analyzing it. A lot of people say, I don't want to read like a writer because I don't want to lose my love for reading or I don't want to always have to be analyzing. And this is a way around it. This is something that I found very helpful. I will read it one time. I'm probably going to analyze because that's just what ends up happening. But then the second time around, that's when I'm really going to dig in deep and really get into it. I've also found when I reread books myself, there is a very beautiful aspect of it where I can see how I have improved as a human and improved as a writer. So, not just in the terms of how much better am I becoming at writing words on a page, I'm also learning, okay, how have I improved emotionally? How have I become more mature? Do I still agree with the things these characters did? Do I still think the same as I did when I first read it? Rereading books to me is just a great touch point, not only to measure how much better you're becoming as a writer and how you can in-depth analyze them, but also just to measure like how great of a person you're becoming. And that is always just a great little reminder to have.